Hi Leo, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Welcome to your September. Oh, sorry. Your September love reading, answering the question: how does your partner feel about you, dear Leo? Um, so yeah, just to be absolutely clear, this reading is for the Leo who wants to find out what's going on in the heart and mind of their partner, love interest, husband, crush, other half, better half, whatever. Not insight into the Leo's feelings. This is insight into the actual partner's feelings, okay? So I just wanted to get that clear. As I said, this is the Symbols for Living YouTube channel. If you do enjoy the reading, please do like, share and subscribe. You can also inquire about your own personal reading for yourself by emailing me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. I'm also on other social networks, so please do find me there. And I've recently opened up my own Etsy shop. So if you search for Symbols for Living at etsy.com, you'll find me there with all of my items that I have on offer. The full collection isn't listed currently, but still the cups are on there. So you can get a good visual of the designs of each of the zodiac signs. So, to get on with your reading, as that's what you've come to this video for, we've got the central issue, or the actual feelings of your love interest. Got what they're thinking, their intentions, what the future looks like in terms of their feelings, and the past situation or circumstances or feelings of your partner that has led to this current situation. So I can see here that you're possibly involved with a water sign, probably a Scorpio, or a Taurian, or someone along that spectrum. So it looks like this person is definitely quite committed to pursuing a relationship with you because of these two cards, this card and other messages that I've picked up on throughout the reading. Throughout the spread before clicking record. I could tell this person is probably a water sign, or an earth sign, or along that spectrum. So generally Taurus and Scorpio are quite deep, fixed, serious, intense, sometimes even domineering kind of energies. So I would imagine this person is like that in your life, maybe quite intense, maybe quite involved, very able to really look into a situation and really perceive all the underlying currents of that. There may be issues of domination and control as well here, maybe even obsession. Because of the Scorpio water element that's here. So someone who's quite intense about you definitely seems to be present in your life for the month of September. In the past here, it looks like this person made quite a big commitment, at least from where they're standing to you, which left you in a place where you were feeling like you needed to make a decision, like you were on the spot. You had to choose between two things. You maybe felt like you had to give up on something to commit to something else. But ultimately, the Lover's card here is reminding you that you need to choose what you think is right for you, not what you think is right for the other person, or what you think is the right thing to do at the right time. Like, no, none of that. It's just simply, it's really a simple question, really. Like, what do you really want to do with your time, your energy, and your love? You have to decide that for yourself, and ultimately, as you decide this, you're kind of embarking on a particular path. It's a major arcana, so it is talking about your destiny, about your fate, karma, all of these kind of things, major lessons in life. So this is a major lesson in your life, I think, for this month, is to really look into your heart and choose what you want to do according to what makes you feel happy. So yeah, a lot of decisions that you'll need to be making. And then we've got the 7 of Cups down here as well, which does, again, it's a message to the querent to go ahead and make a decision. become grounded, connect with your truth, and make a decision. And this is advice for you in terms of how you are dealing with this mentally yourself. You seem to be really undecided, like you don't know really what's even on offer. You have a lot of concerns, a lot of preconceived like ideas possibly about the relationship that you don't know whether they're completely accurate or if they're just based on past hurts. Like you're really quite confused as to what's really on offer. And so that's my decorator, in case you're wondering what their voice is in the background. But yeah, you're needing to become grounded and make a decision here, and really look and explore the options that are being offered to you here. You just feel like you don't know which way to turn, but the Seven of Coins always reminds us that yes, we have got an abundance and quite a great offer being made to us, but we're not going to really be able to fully appreciate it until we become quite grounded and find out where we are on our path, and then choosing the right path for us, for ourselves, once we know where we are at and where we really want to be, where we're really heading. So it's really about finding out where you are on your map and deciding what your long-term goals are, what you really want out of the situation, what you really want out of relationships, what you really want in your life right now, and seeing if maybe this person fits into that. Yeah, because you know, from many perspectives, this offer could seem really great, or seem really great for lots of different reasons, but ultimately, if it doesn't work for you, it's not a good offer. You know, if you're needing a red cape because you're dressing as Superman for the fancy dress, and someone gives you like 10 different capes that are gold and silver and laced with this and that, they're great offers, but you need a red cape because you're going as Superman kind of thing. So is that kind of situation, what do you need right now? Ground yourself in that truth and then go ahead and make a decision. Your partner thinks the world of you here with the Sun card. They're willing to wait. They see you very much as your Leo self. They see you as shining a light in their life. I think you really cheer them up. You give them a kind of purpose. They take you quite seriously. They feel like they found their soulmate. They just really hopeful. They're just really, really optimistic. They may feel very childlike. You may really open up their heart. You may help them really connect with their heart space, because you are a Leo, so you're naturally going to be very heart-centered, and they really, really appreciate that. I think it really brings them out of this kind of hiding place that they may be in mentally with the Hanged Man here. It does talk about seclusion, taking yourself away from things. You may actually give them a whole new perspective, a whole new lease on life. You really take them, I think, out of their quite uncomfortable zone, although it may be their comfort zone. You kind of bring them out of themselves a bit, I think, and you inject fun into their life. And interestingly, you know, with them being a water energy predominantly, according to this reading, and you being predominantly, you know, fire, so that's probably your sun or rising or moon energy. It's as if, you know, you bring in that spontaneity into their life, that fun element, that carefree, risk-taking energy of just having fun and following your heart, you know, and that's the fire energy. And then you've got the water energy that's about being still, being grounded. You know, this is the water energy here, you know, being still, grounded, connecting to, well, not so much grounded, really, water energy, but at least being still, connecting to your body, connecting to your emotions, connecting to your subconscious, which does have an element of grounding in it. So yeah, and being quite receptive to things, whereas a fire sign takes action and more likely to take the lead. I think they really like that in you. I think that you are a lovely opposite to them, as far as they feel like you're quite complementary to them, and bring out their warmer side, and in turn I think they help you, possibly, you know, if this is a positive connection. And from your point of view, they probably do bring out the more still side in you, and help you possibly connect to your emotions easier. So yeah, and allow you to be quite deep and look beneath the surface of things. And in the same way, you bring them out of that kind of very serious kind of mindset. So I think that you're happy with this person, but you're just like, you're not too sure if it's really what you want, if it's really what you're looking for. So centrally, we've got the Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Swords. So this person is waiting for you, still waiting here, planning to continue to wait for you, by the way. This person is quite committed here with the Death card. It's like a full-on commitment. It's also a moving away from a kind of innocence and being quite grown up about things, and allowing this person's allowing themselves to be transformed by the relationship. You know, really wanted to make a quite serious commitment, I think, to you, especially with the Knight of Pentacles here. He's wanting to make quite a serious long-term commitment to you, and I think he's feeling like you're not really responding. You're undecided. It could be that you're possibly still seeing other people here with the Seven of Cups and the Lovers card here, that you're still not entirely you still haven't found what you're looking for, so you're still out there, still searching, still kind of on the Eight of Cups mission, where you're still looking for the other two cups, as they say. So you may be seeing other people, so you may kind of be more light-hearted about this. You may be still dating people and not really committing to anyone yet, and they, I think, are quite disappointed by that. I think they were expecting a lot more from you or from the relationship. They were possibly in their heads, they had kind of already decided what they want. You know, I think they are slightly obsessive about you, to the point where they feel quite attached to a particular outcome between you two, and they're having to be patient and really manage their expectations, because you are still really trying to find out what it is that truly makes you happy. But you know, it looks like you know that this may not be it, or you're at least wanting to, I think as well, you know, if this is an ongoing connection, I think that you're quite comfortable in this situation, and it's going to require you to kind of go out on a limb a little bit, and be kind of brave and go ahead and seek your own heart's desire. Because we do have the red cape here. We've got the red cape here as well. So I feel that you're being asked to be brave, and go ahead and explore your heart's desire. Find out what's calling you. You know, what is your calling? And when I say calling, I mean it could be work, it could be, or it could just be what's your calling in terms of like, what kind of relationship do you really want? You know, what is it that you're looking for? What is it that's going to make you feel fulfilled? Is it that you need to maybe explore more of your own personal interests and develop your own hobbies and pastimes, favourite pastimes, or interests that help you feel more fulfilled? It may be that you're still doing a lot of inner work at the moment. You know, still not really even sure where you're at. And it's causing you to be quite stressed, you know, sleepless nights over this, overthinking. You plan to think this through. You plan to think and think and think until you reach a decision. But you could be overthinking this. And you yourself are giving your things to worry about, because this is the Nine of Swords. So this isn't, I mean, yes, it's saying, the Nine of Swords does say there is a problem, there is an issue that you need to address, but it's nowhere near as big as you think it is. It's nowhere near as complex as you're making it. You actually could keep this really simple, but you're making it into a kind of big deal in your head, which is actually kind of, you know, the Leo way. You know, I hope that you don't take offense with this. I'm a Leo rising, so but you know, we do tend to make a drama out of things from time to time, and that's just naturally how we are. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as obviously it doesn't go to any extreme. But our natural reaction is usually quite, you know, slightly more dramatic or emotional to the challenges that we face. So it could just be that you're kind of traumatizing it a bit to try to, because that's just your natural way, and you're just being reminded here that, you know, don't let it go too far. Don't actually let it turn into a real worry, because it doesn't need to be that at all. And that all the worries that you are having are actually very much self-imposed. So this could be that you're concerned because you are kind of going through a bit of a change, and you are maybe processing some old hurts, because this does talk about past pain as well. So it could be that this person is trying to kind of extend a committed, quite serious offer to you, but you already have been disappointed maybe quite a lot in the past, or significantly in the past, at least from your standpoint. And you know, now you may find it hard to trust. You find it hard to really even open up and allow yourself to be in a kind of relationship like that, in a close relationship. And it's just maybe just giving you a lot to think about, a lot to worry about. But again, I don't think this person is giving you any reason to not trust them, or giving you any reason to worry, but you have your own concerns, you know. So it could be something that they've done, it could be the fact that they're so intense, it's kind of maybe putting you off, or it could just be the fact that you have had your own heartbreaks in the past, so now you're just like way overthinking it. And this is also a kind of self-sabotage, so this is also a warning as well to try to, I think, let go of what's worrying you. You know, and just remember that you are a Leo, you have a tendency to dramatize things, so knowing that, you can know when to kind of rein it in, when to kind of step back and actually see the situation for what it is, and make a decision or plan steps forward, knowing that, you know, you may be overthinking it, and possibly just projecting your own fears on the situation. We've got the Knight of Cups here with the Two of Wands. Again, this person that you're seeing is the Knight of Cups. So first we've got the Death card here, which I feel represents him as a Scorpio, or her as a Scorpio, and she's just so committed, you know, till death do you part kind of thing. She's in there for the long run. Then we've got the Sun card representing them, the Knight of Pentacles, and then we've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Nine of Wands. So it's like this person is determined. This person sees you, they're in love, you know, and they're determined. Like, this Knight of Cups is determined to win your heart. They see a whole new beginning with you. They want to start over afresh with you. You are there. They want to start something with the Two of Wands here. They want to strike out on a new path. They want to leave their past in the past, and they want to create a whole new future with you. And with the Knight of Cups here, yeah, you know, he's determined. He's going to fight for love. There'll be a lot of communication here as well. It looks like he or she will be trying to contact you either by phone, by email, by text, whatever. They may offer to take you out. They may just really be making an effort to extend their love, I guess. But we're also just making a real effort to let you know that they are interested. Maybe looking to wine and dine you, very much taking the lead in wining and dining you, with the effort to make a new start in the, you know, between you two. That this in itself seems to just make you feel quite uncomfortable, and I think it's down to your own trust issues that you've had in the past. I think this person is meeting you while you're on this kind of healing journey yourself, and I think he's met you at a time possibly in your life but maybe you're not ready, or feeling like you're still not quite ready to make a commitment, more so because mentally I don't think you feel grounded enough or secure enough, to be honest. But the Page of Pentacles here is that overall energy, so it looks like at some point throughout the month there will be a positive new beginning, and it will be very grounded. So I do feel like you will actually find this sense of peace. And then we've got the Six of Swords as well, and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, you know, you are moving in a direction where you will find more peace. There will be a brand new beginning and a brand new way of doing things. So it will be a brand new solid start. So I think you will take this person up on their offer. You will let it all go. You will find a way to let things go. And I think you probably will give this person a chance and start something new with them. This person could also be an earth sign, like I said. So it could be like an earthy, kind of watery person. So maybe they've got like an earth sun sign or something, but then they're rising, or possibly midhaven sign, it's a water sign. You know, maybe their moon's in like a fire element or something. But yeah, this person is making you a solid offer. You know, that's the overall energy for the reading, is a solid offer. You know, here with the Page of Pentacles. So I think that you will be moving forward with this person. We've got here again Nine of Wands, Six of Cups. So this person again is being very resilient, being very determined, not giving up. They're not giving up at all. They're not even trying to think about what it's going to be like without you. They're determined. They've made up their mind and they're sticking to it. They see you as a soulmate as well. Six of Cups here. They're not giving up because they feel like you guys are like kindred spirits. You know, there's very deep. This sounds like very much like a Scorpio person, to be honest. But they're very passionate about you. They're very sure. They're very inspired by you. You spark something within them, and they're willing to fight to the end, or go to the end of the earth. It looks like, at least for September, to hang on in there and wait for you. They're going to wait. They feel like they've got such a great connection with you, and you've got such good memories together, and that's it. They're just not going to give up. And with the Three of Wands here, it looks like you are being asked to try new things, to take a risk, to take a leap of faith in a sense as well, to, you know, let your, you know, send your ships out there and see what comes back. So this is about testing the waters, and giving possibly something a chance. I don't know as well if previously, I think I've said, I don't know if I've said in the reading, but there could be that you could have been seeing multiple people, and maybe only recently you may have made a commitment to this one person. This person feels very good about that, but you are feeling maybe a bit insecure about it and wondering if you really made the right decision. But it looks like here, I mean, he's holding on to the one rod. He's got the two rods behind him, so it's like he has made a decision to try one out. So I think the advice here is to go ahead and try this one out. You're never really going to know if something's going to work out if you've got, like, you know, so many plates spinning. If you focus on the one thing, you might get more results out of that one thing than spreading yourself thinly, or being very non-committal to, you know, various people. You may get a lot more back, and get a lot more of what you want by actually just going ahead and making a brand new kind of commitment to this person, choosing one and seeing what happens. You know, this is just about seeing what happens, allowing the lessons that you do actually learn through this to actually then mold, you know, your perception on relationships. Because maybe at the moment you've got a bit of a negative perception on relationships. Maybe you're like, been there, done that, had my heart broken, I'm not really going to be jumping into anything quickly now. And, you know, you may have put up certain boundaries. This person, I think, recognises that, and they're quite determined either way, by the way. Not like I said that enough, but yeah, this sorry, I forgot what I was saying now, but yeah, you are being asked here to go ahead and try something new, to allow it to change you on the inside. You're basing a lot of your fears off, like, negative expectations, heartbreak that you've had before, and I think you're being asked here to kind of let some of that go and give yourself a break, basically. Stop overthinking it and just try something new and see what happens. Be passionate, be excited, take a risk, be your Leo self. And this person recognises this in you, that you have got this much more playful side, risk-taking side, and they're holding out for it. It's almost like that is the thing that possibly even got their attention in the first place, is this kind of fiery energy that you have, and they're very much attracted to it and very much inspired by it. And I think they love. I feel that they really love their energy about you. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords here, this is about principle, acting on a principle, being brave and true to yourself. So it is about being brave. It is about fighting for what's right. It is about being your own hero as well. The Knight of Swords can be a lot to do with being a hero. But I feel that it's talking about you being your own hero. You knowing that no matter what happens, you'll be able to get through it. You know, you have to be brave in love, I think. And you have to be willing to be your own hero in love. And I think that's where a lot of heartbreak comes in, is that we're hoping that the other person will come back and say sorry, or come back and fix it, or come back and do the right thing, or come back and give us closure. And I think one of the most important lessons to learn in relationships is that you can never really rely on somebody else to make you feel safe even, or make you feel looked after and protected. Really, this is your own responsibility. And as much as, you know, obviously if you're in a relationship with someone, they should always try their best to be there for you emotionally, especially, I think, to an extent anyway, at least be an obvious support to you. Ultimately, you know, the responsibility rests on your own shoulders to make sure that any needs that you have are met. So you are your own hero. So no matter what happens, you know, I think the lesson that you're going to learn here is that no matter what happens, you can still pick yourself back up. You can still make good of a bad situation. You can still kind of lick your own wounds. You can look after yourself. You can bring yourself out of any, bring yourself out of anything. You know, you are your own hero. And it's about being brave and being independent and doing that, taking that risk, knowing that you can handle it no matter what happens. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I actually did this reading before and didn't press record. So I've already got these cards here for you. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards from the Wisdom of Oracles deck. So we've got Serendipity at the bottom. So this talks about timing. We then had the 8 card here, which talks about tribe, no place like home. So this is telling me that it's probably a fairly karmic relationship in terms of this is fated, it was meant to be at this time to teach you this lesson. No place like home reminds us, or reminds me that, you know, even though you may not feel safe in a new environment, it may feel completely new, that ultimately if you're with people that you trust, which includes yourself, you know, if you trust yourself as well, wherever you are feels like home. Really, you know, home is where the heart is. So, you know, if you're with the right person, you're going to always feel at home, you're going to always feel safe. And I think that's what this card is saying. There's something to do with you kind of being a bit, you know, unsure, insecure, kind of expecting the worst to happen in a sense here. And I think you're just being reminded to just connect to how you feel. And if you feel if you yourself feel at home and comfortable in your own skin and secure, then nothing else can shake you. You know, you have to feel at home with the decision that you've made, that you're going to make. You know, you need to be able to live with it. You need to feel at home. You need to feel comfortable. You need to feel safe. But ultimately, no matter where you are, if you really have as well developed self-love muscle, then, you know, everywhere is going to kind of feel like home in a sense. You're going to always feel safe if you know you can look after yourself and get yourself through things. So that's what this, I think, is saying here. TikTok, I think, is talking about using your time wisely. You know, you're wasting time basically by worrying. So use your time wisely. Instead of using your time to worry, use your time to think about solutions. Use your time to meditate. Take some time away to ground yourself. Go for a walk in the park. Fill your mind with positive affirmations. Use your time wisely, even if it means doing research around this person, if that's what it takes. Whatever actually is constructive, that's what you should spend your time on, and not just spend your time on overthinking it and self-sabotaging. Then got the tribe again, which just reiterated to me, I mean, it's number 8 card as well here, which is, you know, matching the 8 of Cups. So I think it's actually saying here that, you know, you're on some sort of journey here to actually find your tribe. That's why it's like no place like home. You're trying to find people, you know, you're trying to find your kindred spirit. I think you have found that in this person, and for some reason it's worrying you. But you are looking to take a risk, which is great. I think you have found a soulmate here. I think you've actually found someone that you may have had a past life with. Tribe talks about ancestral connection, so it could be that like way back, you know, you got this ancestral connection, possibly, which is lovely. So definitely, you know, strong karmic spiritual ties here, soul ties, I think, between you and this person. And Clean It Up talks about you letting go of any negative, I think, preconceptions that you have about relationships or about this particular relationship, and cleaning it up. It's a 3 as well. So we've got more matching cards here. But yeah, it's saying let it go, clean it up. Whatever's not serving you, you need to let go of, and start anew, try something new, and shake off all those old, debilitating kind of self-sabotaging thoughts or behaviours that you may have adopted to keep yourself safe. Know that you are safe as long as you always put yourself first and love yourself. Things can't really go wrong. So yeah, take that risk and know that this is all happening at the right time, because we've got the serendipity card here. So it is about taking risks again, taking opportunities, being a bit of opportunist, you know, and recognising serendipity and the small miracles that are happening in our life every day. And deep knowing again. This is all to do with you really connecting with yourself and you having a deep knowing about what you need to do, rather than going off the fears that you may have mentally because of experiences that you've had. Yeah, you're going to have to go within and really connect with yourself and your own inner truth. So a lot of messages have come out in this reading. I don't know why my reading's always so complicated. I need to maybe create some new spreads to make it a bit more simple, but yeah, this is your September reading, Leo. I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, if you'd like your own reading, email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you in October. Take very good care. Bye.